Is it legal to buy totem poles? Have you ever wondered about the legality of purchasing totem poles? These impressive sculptures are not just art, they carry deep cultural significance. Understanding the laws surrounding their purchase is essential for collectors and enthusiasts. Totem poles are traditional monuments created by indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest. They often representing ancestry, histories, and clan rights. Because of this cultural importance, the legality of buying a totem pole can be quite complex. First, cultural ownership plays a significant role. The designs and figures carved on totem poles typically belong to specific indigenous clans or families. This means that ownership of the physical pole does not always mean ownership of the design. Buying a totem pole without clear provenance or permission from the originating community can lead to legal and ethical issues. Next, provenance is crucial. Many historic totem poles in museums or private collections were acquired during times when indigenous cultural property was taken without consent. This is often viewed as theft. Laws are increasingly supporting the repatriation of these poles to their communities of origin. Therefore, it is vital to verify that any totem pole for sale was acquired legally and ethically. Repatriation efforts are ongoing. Indigenous groups and governments work to return totem poles taken from their original communities. Some poles in museums or private hands may be subject to legal claims or restrictions on sale and export. Purchasing a totem pole that is under such claims could lead to legal complications. On a more positive note, it is generally legal to buy totem poles that are newly carved by indigenous artists. These artists have the right to create and sell their work. Supporting these artists by purchasing authentic, contemporary totem poles respects cultural protocols and helps preserve their traditions. However, be cautious of misappropriation. Totem poles carved without cultural knowledge or permission are often made for commercial purposes. While it may be legal to buy these, they are considered culturally insensitive by many indigenous communities. It is essential to distinguish between authentic indigenous totem poles and imitations. For collectors and antiques enthusiasts, here are some practical tips. Always seek documentation of provenance and permission from indigenous communities or artists when buying totem poles. Prefer purchasing from reputable sources that respect indigenous cultural rights and legal frameworks. Be aware of the cultural significance and legal protections surrounding totem poles. This awareness helps avoid supporting illicit trade or causing cultural harm. Remember that some historic totem poles may be subject to repatriation efforts, which could affect ownership rights. In summary, buying totem poles is legal when done with respect to indigenous cultural ownership, proper provenance, and legal permissions. Understanding these factors is essential for ethical and lawful acquisition in the world of collectibles and antiques.